Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the best strategies to get 4,000 hours watch time on your YouTube cash cow channel. Okay, so before we get started, feel free to sign up for my free webinar training down below where I go over my top 10 ways to go viral on YouTube, and it also includes my $5,000 course guarantee, which you do not want to miss. Okay, so with that being said, let's get started with this video. So I'm going to be using an example video here. Okay, so top 10 things you didn't know about Ja'Marr Chase. And so the first strategy that you want to use in order to improve watch time on your videos and get to that 4,000 hour watch time mark is to use a countdown format. A countdown format on YouTube, when we think about it, a top 10 videos get followed along really well. And so as you can see, this video, which is not my channel, but they do a good job of doing it, this video counts down from 9, 8, 7, 6. So our anticipation that we think of, or not us, the channel YouTubers, but more so the people who are watching this video, their anticipation is that as they get closer to number 1, it's just psychology knowing that, okay, I'm already at number 4. I want to see what number 1 is. Okay, that's the psychology regarding countdown videos, in which people start at number 9, then they go to 8, and the closer they get to 1, they build that anticipation as if, you know, this video, I can't wait to see what number 1 is if number 10 is already good. And this video is a good example of that. Often I see students' channels, people's channels, they do top 10 videos and they start from number 1 and they count upwards. Make the change to count downwards. I think that makes a huge difference. I think that builds anticipation versus you counting upwards. Okay, if this video started from number 1, then number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's not the biggest mistake. It's just my opinion to say I think you should start counting downwards so that anticipation builds to number 1. Now, with that being said, you also, if you had to organize your list, so this video is called top 10 things you didn't know about Ja'Marr Chase. I would recommend making number 10 one of the best things you didn't know about Ja'Marr Chase, because you want people to pass that mark of the initial intro. Usually people drop off anywhere between 20 to 30% of the video. So you want your intro to be really good, but then also make number 1 good as well. Okay, so it's kind of a weird strategy, right? You make number 10 one of your best, but you also make number 1 one of your best as well. And the reason why you would make number 10 one of your best is because you want people to stick. You want people to watch your videos. That's how you're going to build watch time, right? So if number 10 is really good, their anticipation of, they're going to think like, okay, I want to see number 9 now, and then 8, 7, 6. And the closer they get to number 1, they're likely to finish the whole video. So this video does a good job. You know, they start from number 10 and they go to number 1. All right, so count downwards, build anticipation, and it allows people to follow along with the video. Strategy number 2 that I would use in order to increase your watch hours on YouTube is to break it into sections. Let's say that you come across a video and you can't really break it into a top 10 countdown, right? At least break the video into sections. Okay, it keeps the videos organized. It allows people to follow along with the video. And just think about it. If you have a video that's broken into sections versus just watching one long piece of content, which one is easier to follow along with? A video that is broken into sections, right? So even me, I've had my writers come up to me and ask, hey, I can't really do a top 10 countdown on this video. What should I do? There's going to be videos like that. Hands down, you are absolutely going to have videos like that, which is why I just tell them, can you just break it into bite-sized sections so that people can follow along with the video? So instead of doing, you know, a title screen for number 9, you see number 8, right? There's a title screen for number 8, number 7, right? There's a title screen. You would just display the name of the section. So at least break it into sections. If you can't do a top 10 style countdown video, at least break it into sections. And also use chapters. This video also uses chapters. So if you're wondering how to implement chapters, in your YouTube description, you just input the timestamp and then it labels the chapter for you automatically. But you also have to make sure that you have this enabled within your settings as well. So that's strategy number 2, which is to break your video into sections if it can't be a countdown format. The next strategy is to use storytelling. I have a stories channel and it probably has the best watch time that I've ever seen on YouTube. I mean, think about when you were a kid, right? Stories, they're so easy to get engaged into. They're so easy to get immersed in, which is why I recommend to do storytelling whenever you can. And you'd be surprised. Maybe this video can't be turned into a story, but I'm pretty sure other videos within your niche can. You just got to be creative regarding it, okay? Have a beginning, have a middle, have an end. Storytelling, absolutely a really good way to increase watch time. Just have a beginning, middle, end, and if it can't be a story, don't force it into a story. Just have it come naturally in regards to having your writers format your script into a story. So that's strategy number 3. Now, strategy number 4 is to make your videos longer. However, you don't want to make your videos longer if they're just going to be filled with fluff. That's the key point here, okay? You don't want to make your videos longer if they're just going to be filled with fluff. But the idea is that longer length videos should be bringing you more watch time. And here's how you should think about it. If you have a video that's 10 minutes long versus a video that's 7 minutes long, it kind of, you're rarely ever going to, but it's not likely that people watch the entire duration of the 10-minute long video. Let's say the average viewer duration is anywhere from 20 to 40%. 20 or 40% of 10 minutes, that's like 2 to 4 minutes of watch time that you're going to get per view. But 20 to 40% of 60 minutes, that's going to get a lot more watch time, probably even more than 100% of the watch time of this video here. So do you see how a length of a video plays into getting more watch hours for your YouTube channel? If I watch 20 to 40% of this 60-minute long video, it's likely already going to be, no, it's going to be more than 10 minutes long. It's going to be more than 10 minutes of watch time compared to this video here. And in order to get 10 minutes of watch time of this video here, you're going to need that viewer to watch 100% of your video. That's going from 0 seconds to 10 minutes long. And again, the average viewer duration though is like 20 to 40%. So that's likely not going to happen. I'm not saying it's impossible, but if you're able to see how longer videos do essentially lead to more watch time, that is why people who have longer videos tend to appear more in the algorithm, because what YouTube ultimately sees is watch hours. Okay, YouTube ultimately sees watch hours. Whether your video is 10 minutes long, whether your video is 60 minutes long, obviously they're going to see the average view duration, but YouTube ultimately counts/sees watch hours. So the video that brings in more watch hours, that's the video that's YouTube is going to weight higher in the algorithm. But because you have a longer video, people are typically more likely to watch, even 20 to 40%. That still beats the 10-minute long video. So that's kind of my scenario. Hopefully that helps you think in regards to how long your videos should be. Just don't fluff it. Don't make it needless information, because you don't want people dropping out within 5% of this 60-minute long video, right? But aside from that, just to review the 4 strategies, use a countdown format. Count downwards. Don't make this mistake. Maybe it's not a mistake, but I just recommend that you count downwards from 10 to 1, build anticipation. If you can't count downwards, if you can't use a countdown style format, break it into sections. Okay? Breaking into sections versus watching one long piece of content, sections allow people to follow along with the video much easier. Storytell when you can. Stories have amazing watch time. Have a beginning, middle, end to your video, or simply just make your videos longer. But don't fluff it out. Don't make it 60 minutes just for the sake of making it 60 minutes. It's actually got to consist of content as well. But aside from that, that's all I have for this video, everyone. And so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, comment down below. I'd be more than happy to help you. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.